before I go to bed, I try to, depending on if I have family in the house or whatever, I try to leave clothes out on the bed, my sneakers on my chair. In 16 years of adapting, this has been probably the biggest sense of freedom to be able to get back behind the wheel.
Hi, and welcome to SpreadTheWord.com. I'm Monica, here today on Behind the Lines. Today we'll be speaking with an aerobics instructor, 9-time marathon completer, single father extraordinaire, entrepreneur, inspirational speaker, writer, author, all of the above. So why don't you tell the people who you are, sir? Let them in.
Oh my God, you already told them who I was. My name is Dan Rosie. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. Everything she said is true. And I had a motorcycle accident that put me in the wheelchair. I'm a quadriplegic, meaning all 4 of my limbs are damaged at one given point. So that's who I am. Right
And
now.
you're also a comedian.
Oh yeah.
You're kind of funny, right?
Kind of.
Yeah, you're just funny.
I kind of.
So, where are you from originally?
Brooklyn, New York. I've been born and raised here. My family's from Panama. I actually, my mother's from Panama and my father's from Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, not actually Dublin, Georgia. So,
That's all right.
but I'm born and raised in Brooklyn, heart to heart.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you said you were in a motorcycle accident, correct?
Yes.
What happened?
That 1997. I was doing an event for an organization, and when I was leaving the restaurant, I wanted to show off just one more time for the crowd.
Yeah.
So what I did was I went up the block. Instead of making a left to get out the restaurant and go where I was going, I went up the block to come back down the block, popping a wheelie. So when I came back down, a lady made an illegal U-turn. She clipped the bike. I went up, the bike went up. I came down first, landed on my head, and snapped my neck in 2 places. So leaving me chest down, paralyzed, and broke my hip. Took 84 stitches in the hip, and here I am.
Right.
By the grace of God, still here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you're not letting that hold on you at all.
No, this was just this was finding me.
Right.
You know, because prior to me being injured, I wasn't the best person that God had on this earth. I did a lot of things that I know I shouldn't have been doing.
Right.
And I think everything happens for a reason. So
Yeah.
when the accident happened, of course I went through a period where I was very depressed and sad. But mainly, you know, I had 2 sons that they didn't care about. I was in a wheelchair. All they cared about is daddy is here.
Right.
So I had to step the game up, put all that self-pity and things behind me and just move forward. And, you know, I didn't know where it was going to go, but this has been one incredible ride.
Right.
Yeah.
So you speak about your sons a lot in your comedy. Do you take them with you when you're touring, or?
No, they can't. They gotta, you know, they're still young. Well, they're 17 and 18. And when I started 10 years ago, so they were very young, so they couldn't travel the road with me. But you know, I wasn't going away a lot back when I first started. But you know, now they're getting older.
Right.
I can leave them in the house. They're not really having too much sex in my bed.
Yeah.
Like they were before, but you know.
Right. Changing the sheets and things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, people with disability tend to not get out because of whatever reasons. If they're feeling sad because of their situation, or because people treat them different when they go out. I'm trying to change that totally, and it's hard because one person changing the perception of so many is such a difficult thing. I need a bunch of, so whenever I go out, I try to, you know, call on a bunch of wheelchairs to come out just to make a statement. You understand? And to let people know, man, we just as like everybody else. We want to go out and party. We don't want y'all looking at us and feeling in no kind of way.
Right.
And normally when we go out, this is what I get. Oh, it's so good to see you out. Where I'm supposed to be at. I don't understand that. You understand what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
me being the asshole that I am, I bring it back. Oh, it's good to see you out. How's life? Life is treating you good? You okay? And then they look at me like, what is he talking about? No, you ain't supposed to be out if I ain't supposed to be out.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and it's difficult. So I have a lot of people that are disabled, and I use the word disabled loosely right now because being disabled is not a physical thing.
Mm-hmm.
Being disabled is a frame of mind. Okay, I'm chest down paralyzed,
Right.
but I do more than the average walking man does.
Yeah.
So if you want to look at it, okay, you have the ability to go out, walk up a flight of steps, do whatever you do, and you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Versus me, if I get caught in a situation where I got to jump out this chair and crawl up a flight of steps and will do it, who's the real disabled person, me or you that's
Right.
not doing it?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And just in the process of me getting ready in the morning, it might take you 3 to 5 minutes to get situated and get out and do whatever you need to do.
Right.
It takes me 45 to an hour, depending on how it's going.
Right.
Okay, because I can't jump up, stand up, put my pants on, tie my sneakers, and pew out the door. You understand? With me being a quadriplegic, I have to get dressed in my bed.
Yeah.
You understand? So it makes it more difficult for me to but it just takes a little bit, but I'm gonna get to where you gotta go. You might get there a little quicker, but I'm gonna get there.
Right. I'll meet
So,
you there.
yeah.
Essentially. Incredible. And you also play rugby?
Play wheelchair rugby. It's a lot in the hat.
It sounds
It's a lot in the hat.
dangerous.
Well, no, actually it isn't. It's a violent sport.
Yeah,
Wheelchair
because rugby is
regular
violent.
rugby is violent. But wheelchair rugby is, we play inside on a basketball court. Four players offense, 4 players defense. And the object of the game is to score the goal by 2 wheels going over the goal line. And we have
I see.
specially designed chairs that are meant to crash into each other. I mean, there's literally a ram in the front of our chairs, and you can, like literally push from one side of the court to the next and crash into another person. Object is to steal the ball. I've knocked over so many people in 16 years, it's not even funny. I mean, I've laid them out. But the killer thing is, we don't wear helmets. No, we don't wear helmets, and there's a couple of times that we hit our heads on the floor. But the main thing is we're paralyzed.
Right.
When you're paralyzed, you don't feel nothing. I'm chest down paralyzed. If you put fire to these legs, they'll burn and we'll look at it. That's it.
Right.
So, and this sport was designed for us, quadriplegics. You understand? Paraplegics, totally different lifestyle.
Right.
They can do a whole lot more than we can. So, yeah, I've been playing that for 16 years, and New York Warriors is my team.
Nice. Warriors. Right.
So, this was my calling, for me to be in this situation and become who I am becoming now.
How did you realize you were funny? Or you had that in you?
I didn't. All this derived from me being angry. I kid you not. I kid you not. I was sitting there and I was watching comedy shows. And I wasn't a comedy fan when I was on my feet, so when I got a chair, I wasn't, but I was looking for something to break that little niche of me being so angry because I was in a wheelchair. And this was the earlier part of me being injured.
Right.
So what I found myself doing, I found myself watching a lot of TV shows, comedy shows, and I never seen anybody in a wheelchair do comedy. And it pissed me off. It pissed me, I kid you not, that pissed me off.
Yeah.
And then I started thinking about what I would go through in life. And I've been a hustler. I've been a hustler all my life. So the hustle mentality told me, how lucrative could my life be if I made this, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I made this funny without people looking at me like, oh,
Yeah.
oh, I didn't want that in my comedy. So I got it in the beginning where people felt sorry and they were laughing in sympathetic ways. They wasn't giving me the hardcore laughter.
Right.
And then, trial and error, and I put it together, and right now I can get on stage for an hour and better.
Fellas, if you down for a threesome, would you, your woman, and another woman make some noise? Come on, talk to me.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. Those are real G's in the house. If you're a real G and you respect what you just said, let me say hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. What if there's a flip side to everything in life? That's all I'm saying. Oh, hey, look. Here it comes. What if your woman come like, you know what? I want you and your man to tear this ass up. How many fellas down with that? Yeah, all right, y'all some lying asses. All of a sudden, yeah, all right. Your girl getting banged out while you right there looking at it. Your emotional part will not allow, especially if this dude is hanging like a tree trunk. Now he coming way back, slamming your girl, and she got a tear coming out her eye, and you over there. Stop! You're hurting her. And she look you dead and hung your face. No, he's not. He doing what you ain't been doing. You better wake up and recognize.
Exactly, and mentioning you do a lot of other things besides comedy.
Yes.
So you're an aerobics instructor?
Yes. And no one in my class is disabled.
No one.
No one.
That's where do you teach at?
St. John's Recreational Center in Brooklyn. I've been doing that for several years, and the reason why I made sit aerobics is because, of course, I can't stand up, and I had to figure out a good exercise that would keep me toned while I'm still in the situation.
Right.
And prior to me being injured, I worked out like crazy. I was really physically fit, so I said I have to transform that into where I'm at now. So.
What's the title of your book?
The title of my book is Surviving the Game of Life.
Nice.
Yeah, and it is. It takes you through a very dark path of someone's life. But on the cover of the book, there's a picture of me smiling. So in the end, you're gonna feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of those books that you don't want to put down.
Right.
It's not that big, and it's kid friendly. There's not a bunch of profanity in it. It's not.
Right.
It's a little bit of sex in it, but not too much.
Yeah.
You understand? But not very surviving the game of life.
Right. Sex is involved.
Sex is involved. It's surviving. The game of life.
Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'm Monica at SpreadTheWord.com. And thank you, David, for being with us today. So make sure you check us out next week, next show, next series. See you later.
David Rosier here, SpreadTheWord.com 2014. Join the revolution.